Over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about India going electric. In 2017, Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari announced a complete 100% shift to electric vehicles. Now this came as a surprise, especially given that developed countries like France and UK hope to make the shift by 2040. The government eventually realized the overambitious target and revised the number to 30%. Will India be able to achieve this target is a question only time will answer. But there's no denying that the electric future is more clear now than ever before. It has been raining electric vehicles so far this year, and fortunately a lot of them are well within reach. What we have with us today is the new Ampere Zeal. So we're gonna spend some time with it to find out how it rides. The Zeal gets a muscular design with a large front end that houses a V-shaped headlight that is reminiscent of the old Honda Dio. The front apron extending along the sides and the neatly carved out mudguard add to the bulky appeal. The seat is long and comfortable for two on board, and the large grab rail makes it easy to grip. There's ample space on the footboard too. The Zeal also gets a small front glove box for storing knickknacks. Unlike some other scooters, this one doesn't intrude into the leg space. The tail lamp is large and is accompanied by wraparound turn indicators. Overall, Ampere has taken a very conservative approach to the Zeal's design, and it doesn't quite look fresh. The scooter doesn't rank very high in the quality department either. Body panels don't seem very sturdily built and may not endure the test of time. Switchgear could have been of better quality too. Although there is a full digital display for the instrument cluster, it only shows limited information like speed, battery capacity, and some telltale lights. The Ampere Zeal is powered by a 60-volt 30 ampere-hour battery pack that sends out power to a 1200-watt BLDC motor hub. Now this motor hub essentially has a coil in the center and magnets on the rotor outside. The battery sends out current to the coils, essentially making it an electromagnet and allowing change of poles. Now that you know how a BLDC motor works, let's focus on how the motor feels to ride. With this hub attached directly to the rear wheels, power delivery is instant. There's torque right from the word go, and it continues to remain linear even as you gain speeds. The scooter is quick to gain speeds. 30 to 35 kph comes really quickly even before you know it. And the fact that there's no engine noise makes it feel even quicker. The scooter comes with two riding modes, low and high. In the low mode, top speed remains restricted to 42 kmph. Switching it to H will increase the maximum speed to 55 km per hour. In traffic though, it feels a bit cumbersome to ride. Even a gentle tap on the brake lever cuts out the power, and when you get back on the throttle, it's just too eager to pull ahead. This nature can get a bit irritating, especially when you're riding on a busy stretch of road. Ampere claims that the Zeal can do 70 to 75 kilometers in a single full charge. Considering that, range anxiety shouldn't be much of an issue, especially if you intend to use it to run local errands. The digital instrument cluster shows the charge in the form of bars, much like a regular fuel gauge. Now, I would have preferred it a lot more if it showed the charge in the form of percentage and showed distance to empty as well. Once drained out, the Zeal takes about 5 to 6 hours to be fully charged, which I think is reasonable. There are two ways to plug the charger in. You can either plug it in the slot below the seat or simply detach the battery to charge it in your office or at home. Hop onto the Zeal and you'll be surprised by how light it feels. Tipping the scales at 78 kgs, it is 30 kgs lighter than a regular 110cc commuter. The weight advantage simply doesn't go unnoticed. Finding your way in and out of traffic is an absolute breeze. The Zeal even manages to maintain its poise over undulations and bad roads. But over larger potholes, it tends to get nervous. With drum brakes at both ends, braking performance of the Zeal is acceptable at best. There's bite from the lever, but it only comes when you pull harder. Speaking of which, the brake lever is not rounded off well and tends to cause a bit of discomfort. The Ampere Zeal does gain an obvious advantage in terms of maintenance and running costs.
Unlike other scooters, this one doesn't need any routine maintenance with the exception of brakes. Lithium-ion battery doesn't need any service or maintenance for its 5-year, 50,000 km life either. And to be fair, considering its urban usability, range anxiety is insubstantial too.
The biggest cause of concern, however, is the price. For a scooter that costs north of 65,000 rupees, it doesn't quite leave a lasting impression. It isn't great in terms of quality and doesn't have enough new age tech to lure customers into it. Ampere has, however, done well to ride the electric wave early, and it will need to work harder if it wants to get recognized and appreciated.